For those of you who don't know me, my name is Chris. I'm a fine artist, tattoo apprentice and designer living in Johannesburg, South Africa. Today we're going to do a crash course on portfolios. Previously, I've done a video on how to get an apprenticeship or some advice to get an apprenticeship in South Africa. I briefly introduced the idea of portfolios. Today, I'd like to give some guidance on the top 3 things you need to include in your portfolio. Number 1, a cover letter. Your cover letter should be a single A4 page. It should include your face and should be extremely readable. No more than 500 words at the most. It must be concise, well written, with good punctuation. A cover letter should be very similar to an artist's biography. You should be listing who you are, your circumstances and your background, and a rationale for your art style. Included in your portfolio, point number 2, should be a whole bunch of artwork that is unique to your art style. Things that interest you, topics that interest you, subjects that interest you, and in your unique style. Your cover letter should include a rationale as to how you came to that style, who or what inspired you, as well as any media that you use for inspiration. For me, Japanese manga and general horror is kind of where a lot of my inspiration comes from. Your cover letter should also include a brief background of any education that you've had and places that you've worked that inform your art style. Lastly, your cover letter should have any kind of justification for why you feel you're suitable or fit for the industry. What gap in the industry is your style filling? What niche in the industry is your style meeting? The second thing you should include, as previously stated, is artwork in your own personal style. In my video about tattoo apprenticeships, I advise that you take an art course, accredited or unaccredited, it does not matter. An art course will help inform your artwork as well as the way that you write about your artwork. There are many tattoo artistry courses as well as illustration courses that you can take for free online. I also advise that you watch as many YouTube videos as you can. Use reference images, but be sure that you're creating your own unique artworks. At least a third of the work in your portfolio should be original artworks in your personal style. And the third thing that you need to include, you need to do as much research as you can on the different styles of tattoos. Now, there's almost an infinite amount, but I'll give you a couple of examples. Traditional tattoos, which look like this. Tribal tattoos, which can look like this. New school tattoos, which look like this. And fine line or illustrative tattoos, which look like this. You need to combine as many of these styles as you can to fill the rest of your portfolio. Now, let's say we're aiming for about 100 images or illustrations. They don't all have to be the same format, but you need as much information and as much interest as you can cram into one single portfolio. Practice and master each of these styles. Have a flash sheet that is just American traditional. Have a flash sheet that is all new school. Have some of your artworks be fine line or illustrative, and be sure to identify which one of these styles more closely resembles your personal art practice. If you can combine your personal art practice with some of these styles, you'll be right on the money. For me, my personal practice was more closely related to fine line and illustrative tattoo design, and so I heavily leant into that. Much more of my portfolio was fine line than anything else. It's a really good idea to practice as much as you can. As you improve, remove old artworks and replace them with better ones. If you have a piece of art that you were 99% happy with, redo it on a free day and put the 100% image there in its place. Constantly be improving, and as I suggested in the apprenticeship video, ask for critique. Reach out to your local studios, send them a digitized version of your portfolio which includes your cover letter. Don't ask for an apprenticeship, but ask for advice. Ask for critique, ask for feedback. Are my lines too thin? Am I too wobbly? Is my style too specific? Are my colors correct? Another good idea is to build a social media presence. If you can find a following of people in your area that enjoy your art style, those people will follow you through to the body modification platform. If they like your drawings or your paintings or your artworks, when you're offering them as tattoos, the chances are that they'll still be interested. So, to summarize, beautiful cover letter that includes your face, that has a rationale with all of your experience, your education, as well as a reason that your art style looks the way it does. Speak about the books that you read, the media that you consume, the things that you're interested in the body modification world. 2. Personal style. You must develop and hone a personal style and include at least 1/3 of the portfolio's content being your personal practice. And 3, make sure that you are very familiar with the conventions of tattooing. Make sure that you're creating flash that is original and not adapted or stolen content. Make sure that you're using good references and make sure that you're not plagiarizing anybody's work. It is very important that you focus on customizing and optimizing any image that you come across. I hope that this helps, gives you a little bit of an idea for structure. If you'd like a flip through or a walkthrough of my personal portfolio, please let me know in the comments down below. And as always, if you have any questions, you know where to drop them. As I always say, good luck, have fun, and be safe. Goodbye for now.